In today's video, we are talking about how to recognize the covert narcissist disguises. Covert narcissists are masters of deception, often hiding behind carefully crafted personas that make them difficult to identify. Unlike their overt counterparts who seek attention and admiration through grandiosity, covert narcissists disguise their true intentions with finesse and manipulation. They may appear humble, self-sacrificing, or even vulnerable, drawing people in a facade of sensitivity and understanding. Yet beneath this exterior lies a profound sense of entitlement, a need for control, and a hidden desire to undermine others. Recognizing these disguises is essential for those who have been targeted by covert narcissists, as it allows them to see beyond the surface and protect themselves from the often insidious effects of narcissistic abuse. So in today's video, we will explore the various masks covert narcissists wear and the tactics they use to maintain their facade, and the signs that can help reveal their true nature. But first, if you are new to this channel, I would like to take a moment and welcome you and invite you to please subscribe and be sure and hit that notification bell because I put out new videos every week. Also, if you are interested in private one-on-one narcissistic abuse recovery coaching sessions with me, or if you would like to join our private community, the Recovery Circle, where you will have access to all of my course material, weekly group sessions, and Q&As, both of those are linked in the description below. So today we are talking about the disguises that covert narcissists hide behind that make them difficult to identify. And the first disguise we are going to talk about is the hardworking underdog. The hardworking underdog is a classic guise used by covert narcissists to elicit sympathy and admiration while concealing their underlying entitlement and manipulation. This type of covert narcissist presents themselves as someone who has tirelessly struggled against the odds, often emphasizing their efforts and sacrifices in an exaggerated manner. They position themselves as victims of an unfair system or of personal hardships that have held them back, suggesting they deserve special treatment or recognition for their perseverance. By framing themselves as the overlooked hero, they manipulate others into seeing them as uniquely deserving of praise or help without revealing their self-centered motives. This disguise allows them to extract admiration and support from others while hiding their true nature behind a mask of supposed resilience and humility. Ultimately, the hard-working underdog uses their struggle narrative to justify demands for attention and allegiance, capitalizing on the empathy and goodwill of those around them. The next disguise we're going to talk about is the concerned critic. The concerned critic disguise allows covert narcissists to undermine others while presenting themselves as well-meaning and helpful. In this role, they position themselves as offering constructive feedback or expressing genuine concern about others' choices, abilities, or character. On the surface, their criticism may seem rational or even supportive, but it is subtly laced with disapproval, judgment, or undermining comments. They might frame their critiques as efforts to help or improve the people around them, using phrases like, "I'm just saying this because I care," or "I'm only trying to help you." However, the true motive is often to make others feel inadequate, keeping them off balance and dependent on the covert narcissist's insights. This tactic allows the covert narcissist to appear insightful and caring while simultaneously chipping away at others' confidence and autonomy. The concerned critic disguise is particularly insidious because it's hard to challenge without appearing defensive, allowing the narcissist to maintain control under the guise of helpfulness. The next disguise we're going to talk about is the self-made survivor. The self-made survivor is a disguise that covert narcissists use to elicit admiration and sympathy while masking their entitlement and need for validation. In this role, they portray themselves as individuals who have overcome tremendous hardships, often emphasizing a narrative of resilience and self-sufficiency. They'll share stories of adversity, sometimes embellishing or even fabricating details to make their struggles appear more daunting than they actually were. This guise allows them to command respect and admiration as they position themselves as examples of strength and endurance. However, their intent is not just to gain sympathy, but also to subtly assert moral superiority and manipulate others into viewing them as uniquely strong or deserving of special treatment. Unlike genuine survivors who often move forward with humility, the self-made survivor covertly demands recognition and praise, using their story as a way to control others' perceptions and draw attention to themselves while hiding any narcissistic motives behind the appearance of resilience. Next, the loyal friend disguise. The loyal friend disguise is a tactic covert narcissists use to appear supportive, trustworthy, and selfless, all the while securing control and influence over others. In this role, they present themselves as exceptionally devoted and reliable friends, often going out of their way to offer advice, lend a listening ear, or be there in times of need. However, their loyalty is conditional and transactional, designed to create a sense of indebtedness in the other person. They may subtly remind their friends of everything they've done for them, using guilt or obligation to keep them close and under their influence. The covert narcissist, as the loyal friend, is often quick to turn against those who don't show sufficient gratitude or reciprocate their loyalty, revealing a hidden agenda beneath the facade. Ultimately, this guise allows them to manipulate relationships under the pretense of friendship, garnering praise for their supposed selflessness while quietly demanding control and allegiance. Next, the passive-aggressive peacemaker. The passive-aggressive peacemaker is a covert narcissist way of maintaining control and exerting power while outwardly appearing calm, reasonable, and conflict-averse. In this role, they present themselves as the neutral party, someone who just wants everybody to get along. However, beneath this serene exterior, they use passive-aggressive tactics to sow discord and subtly undermine others. They might give backhanded comments or compliments, making veiled criticisms, or engage in helpful actions that actually create tension. When confronted, they quickly retreat to the role of the innocent mediator, often claiming they meant no harm or were simply just trying to help. This approach allows them to avoid direct accountability while manipulating others to feel guilty, defensive, or overly sensitive. By playing the passive-aggressive peacemaker, they preserve their image as the calm, reasonable one in the room, while keeping others off balance and subtly maintaining control over group dynamics. Next, the emotional artist or creative. The emotional artist or creative is a guise covert narcissists use to excuse their self-centeredness and deflect accountability under the pretense of sensitivity and artistic temperament. In this role, they present themselves as deeply passionate, uniquely insightful, and intensely expressive individuals, suggesting that their emotions and creative pursuits make them different and perhaps more profound than others. They may use their creative identity to justify erratic behavior, moodiness, or detachment, expecting others to accommodate their needs as part of supporting their artistic process. This role allows them to elicit admiration and special treatment, positioning themselves as misunderstood visionaries. Furthermore, they often use their supposed emotional depth as a way to avoid criticism, implying that their creativity makes them too complex to be understood or judged by ordinary standards. By playing the emotional artist or creative, they seek validation, freedom from accountability, and a steady supply of admiration, using their uniqueness to mask their narcissistic tendencies. Next, the intellectual outsider. The intellectual outsider is a covert narcissist way of presenting themselves as a misunderstood genius or unique thinker, subtly asserting their superiority over others while avoiding close scrutiny. In this role, they position themselves as someone who stands apart from the mainstream, often disillusioned with society or conventional viewpoints. They cultivate an image of intellectual depth and uniqueness, frequently dismissing popular opinions as shallow or unworthy of their attention. This disguise allows them to feel special and above others, even if they do not openly boast about it. The intellectual outsider often downplays others' ideas and contributions, subtly belittling them as too conventional or naive. When challenged, they may retreat into claims of being misunderstood or ahead of their time, using intellectual aloofness as a shield against accountability. This guise gives them a sense of superiority while protecting them from close relational engagement, allowing them to keep others at a distance while basking in the perception of their supposed uniqueness. Next, the humorous jokester. The humorous jokester is a covert narcissist way of deflecting criticism, maintaining control, and subtly undermining others while appearing fun-loving and lighthearted. In this role, they constantly use humor as a shield, often making sarcastic remarks, teasing, or sharing quote-unquote jokes that have an edge of criticism or mockery. By framing hurtful or dismissive comments as humor, they keep others off balance and justify their behavior by claiming they were just kidding or trying to lighten the mood. This guise allows them to avoid accountability for their actions, as any attempt to call them out may be dismissed as an overreaction or a lack of a sense of humor. The humorous joker's persona enables them to exercise subtle control over social situations, drawing attention to themselves and setting the tone while avoiding any deeper emotional engagement or responsibility. Through this disguise, they can mask their narcissistic intentions under the guise of being the fun, easygoing entertainer, all while chipping away at others' confidence and boundaries in seemingly harmless ways. And finally, the sensitive parent or family member. The sensitive parent or family member is a covert narcissist way of maintaining control and demanding loyalty under the pretense of vulnerability and familial devotion. In this role, they present themselves as deeply caring, emotionally invested, and easily hurt by family dynamics, often positioning themselves as a loving parent or relative who only wants the best for everyone. However, their sensitivity often comes with strings attached. They expect constant reassurance, attention, and compliance from family members, using guilt or emotional withdrawal if their needs aren't met. This disguise allows them to appear devoted and self-sacrificing while subtly manipulating family members through claims of hurt feelings or disappointment. The sensitive parent or family member often invokes the idea of family loyalty or traditional values, framing any boundary setting or disagreements as a personal betrayal. This way, they maintain power within the family while appearing harmless, loving, or misunderstood, leaving others feeling obligated to cater to their emotional needs at the expense of their own well-being. Okay, that's going to do it for today's video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. Also, follow me on my other social media platforms. The links are in the description below. Thanks for watching, everyone.